Super Tuesday marks a pivotal point in primary season.
Yeah, the primary showdowns cover about 1/3 of the nation, taking the pulse of America in the run for the White House. And that's why we are going to bring in the experts tonight with 10 on your side's Andy Fox joining us alongside Dr. Ben Molesky from ODU to give you a look at how things turned out tonight, guys.
Yeah, Len and Tom, we got a lot of ground to cover. Number one, why is North Carolina going to be such a pivotal state for Joe Biden and probably also for Republicans? North Carolina is going to have a big election day.
Oh, yes. I mean, so we look at it in terms of the matchup that's set right here. Robinson, a little bit of a lightning rod. He's made some comments which have attracted a lot of attention. The redistricting in the state has kind of changed around a little bit of the districts for the congressional seats. So a lot of money, a lot of attention going to be flowing into North Carolina.
And a lot of them could go Republican,
Very
for sure.
much.
Exit polls showed that 60% of Nikki Haley's support voted against Donald Trump. What does that mean? Yeah. 60%.
When we dive into,
I don't like Trump. I'm voting for you.
Yes, it was very much, she had an issue of attracting those voters, right? So it was of her voters in California, Virginia, North Carolina, 60+% were saying they were voting against Donald Trump and only 30-odd% were voting for her. That's a hard hill to climb and a likability issue.
Yeah, and it's also an important thing for Donald Trump, too, that he's got to figure out how to get them back, right?
Right.
Okay, so I was talking with Wyatt Young. He's one of our fine photographers. He said, hey, Andy, how come Chris Christie got 3,207 votes and he hasn't been in the race for months? How come those people didn't vote for Nikki Haley? They're both against Trump. He's out, she's in. They didn't vote for her.
It's a little bit of a protest vote when you think about it, and it goes very much back to the exit polling we just talked about. Chris Christie from the start attacked Donald Trump, and for those people, they saw that as a little bit of a protest vote, and we're going to continue.
But it's not impressive that she didn't pick up that anti-Trump vote.
It was a hard thing for her to do, to pivot from very early in the campaign, essentially not attacking Donald Trump, taking almost a loyalty pledge, raising her hand on stage, and then shifting once the other candidates dropped out to a full-on attack on Donald Trump.
Next question. Who didn't turn out today?
So we're looking at independents, which rightly so, always don't really turn out in primary elections. We need to dive more into the exit polls to find out about more of those suburban voters and dive into it by race.
Okay, well, here's an exit poll to dive into. Edison Research shows her support is not growing.
Correct.
That is a problem. She's basically hit a wall. Your response?
And we've seen that across the board. For the most part, trying to break more than 30+% of the vote in any singular state, it just hasn't happened for her. So the pathway forward from tonight really is non-existent.
Yeah, and here's something else. Listen to this. Trump beat Haley with hardcore independents 49-45 and college-educated voters 51-45. That's been the hit on Trump, that he's not getting the educated voters. He did today.
Right, but that's of GOP voters, right? So moving forward to November, can he pick up those college-educated 4 years or more voters outside of just those in the GOP primary?
Dr. Ben, you're the best. It's been a very interesting election. Thank you very much for sticking around with us, and we appreciate all your knowledge. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Okay, guys, back to you.
And now we'll